Okay, here we are at Wednesday morning, Fed Day. I'm not sure I want to get into a position on Fed Day, but I'm going to look to get into this. We're going to 7 contracts now, so that's a scale up. Let's see if I can get. It's moving around a bit right now. Let's see if I can get like something really good. Get as far away as I can while still get at least 80. Maybe. Let's see. Let's put it out there and see if we get a bite. I'm going to go to 80 on this. 7 contracts. Confirm and send. See if I get filled on that. Okay, I'm asking for 80. It's showing 70. Come on, 80. Oh, we're showing 75 now. Hey, we might get 80. Maybe I should go to 85. Oh, there's 80, showing 82. This could be. We could get this. Come on, baby. It's showing 80. We're showing 92 now. It's jumping all over the place. There's like a PMI report that just came out like a few minutes ago. Everything's kind of jumping around. I'm going to hold here. Come on, 80. It's showing 80. Now it's way down to 67.
Order filled.
Now it's showing 70. This is kind of a weird day. It's like it's Fed Day, so I'm not super excited about getting into any position today, especially after like a certain time at like 10ish, whenever that Fed meetings comes out. And the volatility is always up, so the volatility comes out slower than normal, usually on Fed Day. So I'm not super excited about taking a trade, but if I can get in like at kind of a crazy level at a good price, like what this would be right now, but I'm not sure I'll get 80 on this. I'm just gonna let it sit here and hold. I'm in no hurry, and I don't even care really if I get a trade on today. Let Fed Day do its thing. While we're sitting here waiting to get filled. Oh, looks like it's moving. Let's turn it on. Let's go to the room. This is the room we get in, trading room we get in every morning. I trade the strategy I call the Vince trade. And if you'd like to get a free trial, let me know. Come on in, join us every morning. Let's just kind of tune in here and see what's going on while we wait to see if I can get filled at this 80.
You know what's fortunate is that with all these people in the room here trading in front of everybody, I'm super nervous, but somehow it's working out. I'm probably just getting lucky. It's probably just luck, but we'll see. Do 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 do. Kirill, crushing it. Exactly. No one can follow what you're doing anyway. Somehow, you guys are all showing up, and we're making fun out of the fact that you're not. If I had to do a quick recap, here it would be. For the most part today, been long the S&P, short the Dow, long the Nasdaq, and I'm short via puts and short a little bit of underlying. And I was long. Oh, we're just going to take this one off. Boom. What a trade. Now I'll buy lows of the session again, plus developing low here. Did anyone make money on the Russell? Give me a 1 for Russell trades. That was kind of lucky. Nice. Nice. $20, $20. Take a look at our treasury stuff. See, you guys are making money in the treasuries, but not me. The one good thing is I did not sell this ZB. That has a look of like, I know there was a flash PMI or something this morning, but that has a look of like already knowing everything that's going to happen in the future. You think they're going to fade this before the press conference this afternoon? It's a pretty big move. Great long trades on those guys. If you have some, breakout methodology or can buy the outside day ups. The good news is that for longs is that the breakout level was pretty close to T-line, so it wasn't too bad. That's all right, Chris. If you hit the buy bid when you want to be long and the sell ask when you want to be short, you will save yourself, and I'm not exaggerating, you will improve your trading results by incalculable amounts over the course of your trading career for all of the times in which you miss it. It feels like sometimes you just, I always do that, I miss it. But just a moment ago, I had the same thing. I think maybe that's why you mentioned it. I hit a buy bid on the Dow, and immediately price was 15 ticks higher than the buy bid level. But that'll happen when you're in times of kind of severe volatility.
Okay, I'm going to try to get into this. I'm going to try to change the order here and go in a little closer. Let's say, this is saying 85 I could get. Let's see. Oh, shit. Let's go 80. So I'm going to have 2 orders on for a second, but then I'll just cancel out of the other. Oh. What? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we got filled at 80 on that one. So that's 48.60.
I'm just going to exit this.
So we're in. We're in on the 48.60, 48.55 at 80. So I'm going to lock in 80 there. I'm going to turn this guy off for a second so I can hear myself think. Okay, so we got in at 80. This is the 48.60, 48.55 at 80. 46. Okay, so then I'm going to set the opposite order. This is our first move up to 7 contracts, so we're scaling really fast here. A little too fast for me. I'm getting a little leery. Like, this is going too well. Like, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Okay, so we're going to buy these back at 30, and that'll give us our $50 per contract. So I'm going to set this order out there to just automatically exit when we hit that profit target. I'm going to make sure it's working. There it is working to close at a buyback at 30. And so then we'll just, I'm going to uncheck this box, lock box, just so I can kind of monitor the price live. And there's our trade. So that's where we're in at. And we're already down, like down $50 or so. All right. So here we go. We're off and running. I'm going to put the room in here again. If you'd like to join this room every morning, it's the day trading room we're using with the prop accounts on the micro futures. Just let me know. Email me, and I'll get you a free trial pass in here. You can hang out with us. And I'm just going to tune back into him. And here we go. We're off and running. Is he on? Yeah, he's on.
Oh, let's see if we can scalp 3 ticks out of the. Come on. Oh, hit it. No, hit it. No. There we go. Boom. All right. Painted the top on that. Sometime. Nice little pullback from the treasuries there. It got a little extended. It got a little crazy. Got a little crazy. Anyone think we can get back to 111 spot 295? What do you think? You guys are quiet now. Everyone's gone quiet. Pop some questions in the chat if you got them. If you want to talk to a real live human about anything TDG, check the calendar up above. You went for some double espresso. I don't blame you. Make that kind of money trading treasuries. Damn, that's sexy. I love when I hear about treasury trades. Ooh. BR Davis 98, we're happy you're here too. I don't follow. I see you short the NASDAQ on one and long on another. That is correct. Don't do that at home. There's no need to do that. What I'm demonstrating is that you can essentially do both. The strategy allows you to do both. It would be hard to get short the NASDAQ here today if you weren't already short, because we haven't really had any pops up. The first short on the range trader on the NASDAQ is a ways from here, right? So the first short on the range trader is really not till developing value area high or the prior session low. So that's what I'd be looking at there. But aggressive traders could certainly short the pops here on the NASDAQ. It's working pretty well. And over here on our Tradevate accounts, I was long the NASDAQ on a couple trades, but now I'm totally flat. And I have no working orders or anything here. And we were long the NASDAQ on Top Step X as well, and we're flat there. So, little $168. Would I refocus my screen? What does that mean? Screen looks fine to me. Picture and sound look good. I don't know. If you're having issues with yours, you might want to refresh or sign in, sign out. Yeah. I'm watching it over on an iPad and a laptop and something else, so I always kind of check in. The one thing I can't confirm is sound, because I'm not listening back to my voice. That would drive me crazy. But thank you, Bobby. Screen's fine there. Okay. So the account here that I am long the Nasdaq in is an Elite Trader Funding 300,000 account that I don't ever really plan on passing. I just doing a little thing with them where they asked me to prove that you could make 20 grand trading just micros. I'm like, all right, I'll prove it to you. I'm gonna prove it to you. I am down from my high water mark. At one point, I was up quite substantially. Now I think the account balance is, because I effed around with it a little bit, because, you got to. Why not? The balance is 306,760,306. So the account's up 6 grand. All right, so we confirm the screen is fine, which is good. All right, let's watch this. By the way, you guys did see we put in some a single bar extreme turn sell, which is about as good as it gets. When you get the single bar, it's really nice, and we have a single bar here as well. Looking like they're going to want to come up there and nick it again. The left side is cut off. Yeah, that's the way the screen looks. That what you're seeing there is correct. That's, if you want, I mean, if you, there's nothing you're missing, see? You're not missing anything. There it is. I can move this over to here, but then it interferes with this. I guess I could do that. I don't know. No, I don't want to do that. I thought you meant blurry. No, the screen is the way it is. There you go. You can see everything that you need on the chart here on the left. And then over these ones are, let me see. All right, taking this last Dow at sort of this structure low, which is basically the low of the session. No bounce from the S&P.
Order filled.
Who said the ZT doesn't move? It's moving. It's moving and grooving. Correct. There's a little bit of black bars on the side because that's just the way the OBS. I'm using not OBS. I'm using XSplit to display a section of a curved monitor. So the monitor that I'm using on the lower end is a big curved monitor. So the aspect ratio gets a little messed up when I try to widen it to fit in the room, but it's got most of what you need. What's that mode when you turn your TV or computer into movie mode, right? So just think of it as a movie. Has the black things on the side there. All right, let's see if we can get a little target here at 362. No. What is the brand? It's not the big name brand. It's a sub brand of Asus, Asus, whatever. I'm a little bit of a cheapskate. I don't need to. These things decrease it in value so much. I paid $1,000 for it, so it's not like the top of anything. But I like it. It's this one down here. I've shown it to you guys. It's this. It's the one on the bottom. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Well, now we're farting around. So now it's time to. Yesterday we did dogs. We don't need dog pictures again, but can I open it up for some questions? That is the Carpenters. Do you know that Karen Carpenter was an excellent, excellent drummer? People sleep on how good of a drummer Karen Carpenter was. Super good drummer. Did I find a buyer for the? No, I'm not trying to sell it. I just have another one in the box. I like this computer. Like I said, I bought two of them, and one was meant to go to another one of my houses, but I never got down there. Never got it all set up. They're having a big spider outbreak in parts of Bali, too. Lots of spiders. Spiders. All right, we hit target on the Dow. Anyone just crush that Dow from the downside? How do I nail that Dow short instead of missing it? You gotta sell it up here at the. I wasn't watching it over here. Yeah, I mean this is it. It's easy in hindsight. You just have to start believing in the magic lines, right? Right in there, your little sell zone. God darn it! What's going on here? Hold on. I get this weird pixelation on my. All right, let's log in there. Where is that gonna go? There we go. Yeah, there you go. Phil told you the answer. Rest some orders, baby. So you see, the way I don't miss a new high in the ZT is by resting an order at 102.295. The way I don't miss a new high in the ZN is by resting an order at 112.160. ZB new high would be 122 spot 24s. That's all right. It was chopping around for a while. We all have a tendency to focus on ways to improve our profitable trades. It's all part of the game, 100%. I got it. Everyone seems to remember not profitable trades that were not as profitable as you'd like, or good entries, or entries, let's not say good. Well, you could say good, a proper entry. An SOS2 and SOS3 with a little bit more size, and then the trade goes in your favor, but you don't get anywhere close to the maximum favorable excursion, and I get it. But every time you're thinking of that, also think to yourself, am I managing risk on losing trades well or better? Am I gracefully exiting? Am I cutting? Am I adding only at the right areas? Because the improvement that you need to make is to get better at managing losses and not managing profits. Because once you get better and focus all of your time at managing losses, losing days, losing trades, losing sessions, the winning will just take care of itself. Jonathan's asking, it's 24-hour or session. I do everything in 24-hour periods. So the volume profiles and everything are set to 24 hours. And I do it on all the platforms. So if you see here, this has to remind me every frickin' day, and it doesn't work right. Hold on. The funny thing is, I did not self-declare as a professional trader. They made me self-declare as a professional trader. Okay, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So if you look at it here on TradingView, you see this is the overnight session, and then we let it open up. But we're looking at the whole session. We want the whole session, and then we measure the start of our session by the amount of overnight volatility relative to a 7-day ATR. So it puts all the equation together. So like, let's say this is, what am I looking at? The NQ. Okay, so the NQ 7-day ATR is, I think, what is it? 234 points. So let's go 235. So the 23-hour 7-day ATR, average true range over a 7-day period, so that basically takes out the weekends. That's why we do it as the 7 days. Is 235 points. That's the expected range for the entire 23-hour session. Now, if you're going to come in and start trading and you don't have at least 50% of that range, then these bands are not really going to be very informative. So we wait until we have that range. It turned out we had 135 points of range right here on this move. So that's more than 50% of the expected range, which gives you these wide bands that are very tradable. And now, so far, we're holding the bid zone, right? Let me log into an account here. I don't know if I can even do this anymore because I think I can. I think I can. Let's do this one. All right, there we go. Okay. So this is a take profit account. Let's just go ahead and. No, I don't want to trade the NQ. Whoops! Yikes! See, you guys got to warn me. So there would be our buy. And if you wanted to go -2 to
order filled,
the 34 or -2 to VWAP, this is what I was talking about earlier. You just measure this entry to, all right, so we just got long. You can measure the entry from that's a 60-point target. So you'd have a 30-point stop if you wanted to use a stop on this. So there's the answer there. There you go. I think we got filled on another one here. Yeah, we got a 5 lot now long, which is good. ZN is helping a brother out, man. Come on, ZN. Could you imagine if I get all the way back down to VPOC? You guys are going to buy VPOC there? Going to buy some VPOC? Keep them coming. You guys got questions. That's the whole idea behind what we're doing here now, is that we have such a good group of people with a really productive chat, whether the chat we're having fun and talking about music or 80s trivia or movies or things that are fun distractions from just always talking charts and numbers, or if we're just focused on all that good stuff. But because of that, I'm really looking forward to growing the group, because I think that the group, as well as myself, can actually help a lot of people this year, help them change their speculative lives. All right, so I got long an extra.
order filled,
Long, so I'm long a 5 lot here. So I'm gonna take 2 of them. Try to see if it happens. All right, there we go. Next target will be up at VWAP here. Okay. Is that Eastern? My time is in, so that would be 7:05. That's amazing.
Order filled.
I can, you guys see that? Are you going to put that in Discord as well? You're talking about your P&L porn, right? So watch this. We'll do this. So a little unsolicited testimonial from a member. So I just cut that from the chat. So there's a Green Day, 1,035. Steve's done for the day. 21 green days, 1 red day, 11,922, all trading micros using this methodology framework. This has nothing to do with me. This is Steve putting in the work. But if you want to roll with the pun, this works. Put in the work, it works. Thanks, Steve. Thanks for sharing that. If you want to post it again, right now for folks, you can. If you guys want to take a look at it, it's up in the chat at the 10:05 Eastern mark, depending on where you are. For me, it's 7:01, 7:0. All right, I'm going to close this ZT since I still got the ZN exposure. I'm going to buy the ask back, sell the top of this candle. Can I explain the graceful exit? I can do one better. Where is that? Training? The reason I'm putting all of it in the portals is because I'm going to forget where it is in here, but it's in the portal. Let me find it. Here we go. So watch that. In a nutshell, graceful exit is a trade management technique to manage unprofitable trades where you can systematically, mechanically, and repeatable with a little bit of nuance and using the F word, which is feel, understand how to exit unprofitable positions or trade around an unprofitable position by virtue of using 2 criteria. The criteria are, did the trade significantly go against me, and did it quickly go against me?
Order filled.
So generally, my experience, especially with the trading style that I'm showing in here, these are kind of key levels, reaction points. So a lot of the time, price will move very quickly or react at those levels. So if a trade immediately went against you and quickly and significantly went up against you, it moves into graceful exit category. So you're not butthole pucker, where's my stop, tighten my stop, all these things. No, as soon as you get any retracement in your favor, you look to scratch a portion or all of that trade, depending on what your criteria is. So for instance, this whole trade that I'm in long on the NASDAQ, these ads here, this price went quickly down to another area. I mentioned I was gracefully exiting there, although for my criteria, it's not truly a graceful exit because I have other levels down below that I could trade, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to use the bands for today. So once you get long in here, You're in graceful exit mode. If it goes any lower, it turned out that it reversed. So I just took profit on this trade, or you can think of it as reducing my losses on an unprofitable position as soon as I got a counter trend move. The other thing that I really like about the graceful exit is that it encompasses sort of everything that I teach and train on, which is the concept of being dynamic and situationally fluent. You'll hear that a lot of the time, but more often than it'll be a combination of scatterbrain guesswork. You know, you're watching or listening to someone trade or walk you through their thought process, and their thought process is all over the shop. Or the flip side is they say you need to act like some sort of mechanical computer where you enter here, your stops there, this 2-to-1 ratio, fib, order flow, volume profile, crossover, Wagyu beef, you know, whatever. And that's not very informative either. Here we go. We should probably come down and get another fill. Let's see. We want it by the letter of the law. Other fun fact, about 80% of price action during the regular trading hours is going to take place within 2 standard deviations of VWAP. I don't know about you, but that seems to put some odds on your favor if you learn how to identify how to trade those bands or those levels and begin to have faith and belief in them. Bobby coming in with a little bit of screenshot action there. That is sexy from R Trader Pro. Nice win-loss ratio. Solid day. Yeah, let's do a little thumbs up for that. Do I usually counter trend trade or trade with the trend? Can't answer that. There's no usually. I will trade here in the room 90% of days trading the 2 strategies that we're using, so that there's consistency and repetition, and we can deliberately practice. That being said, I will often show or discuss times in which I'm doing something else, and you have the 534 over here, which is a stay in your lane that also has a 34 period moving average. Let me ask you this: if you looked at that chart, should you trend trade or look to mean reversion trade today on the MNQ? Just look at that visually. Can you see any trend there? I hope the answer is no, right? I hope. Can 10 out of 10 trader dentists agree that this is, and that doesn't matter whether this -2 holds on this trade or not. If this goes even lower, it still is not a trend. It's not a downtrend. It's not a downtrend on any time frame right now. There's no time frame in existence on the MNQ in which the MNQ is in a downtrend, with the exception. All right, come on. I'm using a 15-second chart. It's in a downtrend. Okay. If you're in a 15-second chart. So now the answer is that's the perfect example of situational fluency for me. And I just did a video on this too, which is, hey, don't trade in the afternoons, because in the afternoons you'll typically find that positions will get established and you will see more trendy looking action, micro trends, as opposed to 2-way action. We got some great 2-way action today in the Dow, didn't we? Look at the Dow. Can you ask for, look at that. That would drive most traders freaking crazy. Here it's just fraught with all kinds of opportunity. I mean, did anyone actually go line to line? Did you go +2 to -2? Did anyone, give me one in the chat if anyone held one for +2 to -2. I mean, if you did, yeah, Mark went +2 to -2. And I believe the -2s were very close to VPOC too, right? So you had another, no, they weren't. VPOC was, where's VPOC? No. They were just basically, the -2s were close to the Globex lows, to the overnight lows. So back to my time of day thing. Here in the room, I don't want to deviate too much. I will point out, I think everyone's heard, I'll point out times in which it looks a little better to look to buy pullbacks to VWAP or sell retracements to VWAP on a trend basis, but I don't do that all that often. And then later in the afternoons, if I'm trading and I see, I mean, there was a day the other day where that NASDAQ broke out, remember? I don't know, I can't even remember, from like 17,100 to 17,550 or whatever. It was up 400 points in a day or something like that. And I was buying almost close to new highs the whole session. So a little bit of everything. So that's today on the Dow, but now if we just want to go back to yesterday's
Order filled.
Dow, this trender, more of a trendy day. Now the challenge with this is that it never really gave you an opportunity. This is VWAP here, so you didn't get an opportunity to buy a pullback to VWAP. You had to be working off the 34. That's why I have the 34 on here. We call this the 534. It's the same as stay in your lane. It's very, very clever naming convention. It's a 5-minute bar, and there's a 34 EMA on it as well. I do not have a 34 EMA on any of the other charts on Ninja. The reason is I generally don't like time-based bars for day trading. All right, we're back in it to win it over here. There's another long. Looks like the bears might win the morning here. How was yesterday? Who cares for me? I make money every day because I'm the best ever, but hold on. You know that's a joke, but here you go. Here's yesterday. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. By the way, did you guys see, where did Tom, do you remember where you put, I know we have a lot of Toms. Arrowmere Tom, where did you put that spreadsheet that you made? That Google thing was really cool. Was it in Daily P&L? Yeah, it is here. Check this out. So Tom N made this. How cool is this? I'm pretty sure, well, I mean, Tom has like as much trading experience as I do, probably 30 plus years, but it's mostly a lot of options and stocks. I think he's newer to futures, and look at this. So anyway, the answer is a good amount of green yesterday. I would say good amount of green on most days. The question is, when do I take off this short here? I think the answer is right in here. Gonna run a buy stop now as we get outside the zones. Oh, do we have crude inventories? Come on, guys. Did anyone remind me? Did anyone say something about crude inventories? They should have just come out, right? Since I have plenty of risk budget over here, I'm going to do a little bottom fishing. Just buy that at market. Don't do that at home. But anyway, so we broke down there. how do you see your win losses like the ones being screenshot? Every platform has wins and losses. Some of the prop programs will pull in your stats like that. They'll show you wins and losses. So I think that Bobby was showing. I think he was showing RTrader Pro.
Order filled.
Nice drop now. Come on, baby.
Order filled.
All right, just got stopped out there. Okay, okie-dokie. Just stopped out. Long 4 or 5 now. Here you go. Don't pay attention to this. It doesn't matter. This is so here's the long one, okay, if you will, and then I'm long over here on this here at the -2s. So pretty sweet looking because we got 10,302. 10,302. So we got ourselves a $5,300 payday coming in this account. But I'll stay on the one that's long just so you guys can. I'll stay on the same account now for a little bit here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So Merlin, you should have got your answer to that, right? Just there's every platform in the world has those stats. You can pull it up on Tradeovate. You can pull it up on you guys. I mean, Tradeovate has a really nice performance window here, right? So if I wanted to. Whoops. Make this a little bigger here. You got all this stuff. Plus you can go here and you can look at all your history, everything. It's really nice. I have to go out of my way to try to not pass, just so you guys know. So I just hit I don't have profit objectives or profit goals on a daily basis or whatever, but I assure you today I could have easily racketed up these numbers here. Ratcheted them up. So, still trying to get used to the speed of MNQ. Yeah, the MNQ and the NASDAQ is squirrely. I always have positions on in here because it gives me the most amount of opportunities to show some repetition and practice, get in winning trades, losing trades, unprofitable trades, everything in between. The Dow will tend to be a lot more orderly. So, Brad's putting some good stuff together. It doesn't necessarily have to be with with the Dow Jones, but we're talking about various levels of oh, I feel so bad. I don't feel bad for this guy. He's probably a billionaire, but this TikTok CEO just comes in, gets grilled. So yeah, stick to the Dow if you want to have less heartburn. It's a smaller instrument. It has far less movement on a dollar basis. So right now, NASDAQ down 288 points. That's 288 times $2 per contract, right? So let's say it goes 300. That's $600. Whereas the Dow Jones, full range today, from 717 down to 600 115 points times 50 cents is $50. So today you have the NASDAQ is on a dollar basis 6 times more volatile. S&P sucking as well, but we're going to have one more ad here. And then we're done with that. Nothing else we can do. Dow Jones the Dow is.
So I'm getting ready to get the F out of
That
this one.
level hasn't fallen any further.
Let me pause the room here.
Russell again as well.
So it looks like our winning streak may be over. So yeah, we're just going down. So I'm going to get the heck out of this. Probably a little bit early, but let's see. If we were getting out at 30, yeah, I'll probably get out of this and then reevaluate, or just get the F out for the rest of the day. It's Fed day. And we're kind of backing off a little bit. Maybe I'll give it a second here. I forgot to calculate my stop loss. I think we're at, if we were to get out at 30, so we were planning, if everything went well, we were planning to get out at 350. So 350 times 2. Stop loss is 2 times. So it's 350 times 2, 700. I don't know if I want to go to 700 though. Okay, so we're showing 500 now. So it looks like we're coming back temporarily. So we're still in it. I'm going to keep my eye on it. I really don't want to go to 700. 700 is like a big, just kind of mentally, like that's a big loss to take. I think our last loss was like $135. And then we jumped to our next loss is 700, which is right for the profit we're at, but we've just been scaling so fast. And the other thing I'm thinking about is just watching these trades every day. They are, at least recently, they've never really gotten close to our max profit. So I'm even thinking about maybe kind of reconfiguring the stop loss so it's not 2 times, maybe it's like 1.5 times, or even 1 times, depending on market, like what's going on in the market that day. Just kind of tightening that up. I don't know for sure yet, but we'll just continue to watch this, see what happens, see if we can get back up out of this hole we're in for today. I'm going to put the room back on here. We'll tune back into the room.
And there's 250s. Oh, shit, I passed this one. Look at that. There's another account. Just pass and cancel. I'm not going to activate that. That's my 79th account that I've passed. We're up to 100. Maybe I will activate it. I don't know, whatever. So we passed this. So these are 25s and 50s over here, and there's no way in heck or hell you're going to see me with a 4-lot on this far down. No. We would have been in total Grace Flex mode. So yeah, you got your answer to that question. Okay, so we're on it on the MES. I doubt that we're anywhere close on the Dow, right? The low for the Dow would be 38,753s, and the Dow's trading. Where's it trading? Yeah, we're. The Dow low would be 38,109s, and we're trading 500 points above that. So. All right, everyone, does everyone understand this chart? If it's your first day here, you don't have to pick it all up right now, but that's published every single morning in the group. You should understand all the theory and logic and inputs that go into it. And you have everything you need to be well ahead of your average bear or your average bull. Yeah, I don't really want. I'll figure out something, but I don't want. I can't. I just can't keep all this shit straight. I'm only doing this part for the haters. The haters. Yeah, Dow's down there, 4906. 4906. All right, any other questions? Keep them coming. We got 15 more minutes left in our morning session here. Yes, we're going to trade the FOMC. We'll be back at, let me post an alert here. This afternoon. $10:45 a PST. I'm going to put it in PST. Occasionally, I got to give a little shout out to Vegas here. All right. So with the MNQ outside the bands, when would you say it's safe? All right. Well, I know you got to write it some way. It's not about safe or non-safe. But so let me just remove that. When would you say gets back to the? So I can answer that question. So a great way to play this, if you're not already, well, the first thing you want to do is you always want to reference your higher time frame here, right? So you tighten this up, and you see we got a long way to fill back in there, right? Now, this is under the context of understanding that this is already a 120% ATR day. So while it's possible to have a 200% ATR day, they're very, very rare. And we have a whole nother catalyst happening this afternoon that's going to add a whole bunch of additional volatility. It's kind of cool when we have these stars aligning things where we have earnings and we have a jobs report on Friday. We've got all sorts of stuff going on. So there's plenty of reasons to look for range expansion. And right now that would be to further to the downside, okay? So you understand there's a lot of downside there, okay? But the rubber band's pretty well stretched. So the answer is play the -2s once we touch the minus ones. So stay away from all of this here. Don't buy the, all these little swing levels here are tradable. See all this green stuff? All I'm doing is holding an unprofitable position and waiting for an opportunity to gracefully exit. And for me, that graceful exit's up there at 343. But wait for it to come back inside range. For this band to flatten out, needs to flatten out. The only way this is going to flatten out, you see this slope here? So this is another thing I haven't spoken about a lot recently, but everyone understands how to kind of visually look at slope. And the reason I use Ninja and the Brickwicks here is because it's tick data, so there's a lot more visual price patterns to look at, and it gives you a slope like that. If you look at the slope over here, it's not, it's not as easy to see, right? It doesn't look the same. So wait for price to come back inside the bands. Wait for this band to flatten out. The only way that really happens is on a move probably halfway into the zone or all the way up to the -1s. And at that point, then rest -2s plus any session low for additional 6 to 10 points. I know I just spit a lot of stuff out there, but in your mind's eye, imagine that price is up here. As soon as it's up here, rest whatever level the -2 is, and then rest another order 6 points below the lows of the day. Why 6 points? Because I told you. There you go. Or don't trade the NASDAQ at all. Trade the Dow Jones, pass at least one program, trading no more than 3 contracts with a $150 to $200 daily risk budget. Take a payout and then decide where you go from there. That's just a suggestion. Your mileage may vary. You can do a whole lot of other, there's infinite ways to get there. But compare this today, and we know why it's doing it, with this. Perfect respect of the bid zone here. The other thing is that the Dow Jones is more predictable and tradable generally because it only has 2 of the high flyers in it, and Apple's not much of a high flyer anymore, so it just has Microsoft and Apple. Whereas, the NASDAQ is pushed around by the same 6 or 7 names. You can trade the Dow and even get a quick feel for why it's doing something if you want by just looking. I mean, look at Boeing. So I saw the CEO of Boeing getting interviewed today. I don't know what the news is, but Boeing's up 5%. Maybe the news is, we're not going to ground all your planes forever. Try not to have another door fly off mid-flight. But B.R. Davis, did you kind of pick up what I'm putting down there? So that's all the considerations, is just wait till we get back inside range. Don't look to pick bottom here, because at this point the sellers clearly have the ball. All right, we got 1 more minute left in our, excuse me, not one. We got 9 more minutes left, 10 minutes left. Keep the questions coming. Let's do our P&L and EC scores. Now, the flip side of these slopes here is that there are some traders that like to get really cute and try to sell into the hole and trend trade on the short side against this level. I would highly recommend against that. it feels great for a little while you keep catching new bottoms, but you really are picking up pennies in front of a steamroller if you're doing that. If you're getting long here, you are not picking up a penny in front of a steamroller. The steamroller has rolled. Now, how much further it can go? Anyone's guess. But as I've mentioned now a couple times, the rubber band is pretty stretched. All right, we got some red today and some green. Keep them coming. Again, if you were trading only the Dow, it would have been almost impossible to lose money on the Dow today. I don't know how you could have lost any money on the Dow. Interesting day for Terry with a G4, a small G4. If you made some money, lock it up. If you lost and controlled your risk budget, you might want to lock it up as well. A big R6. Jesus, what happened there? Well, BK, you don't really do what we do, so you're off on your own. You can't have a big R, though, if you're on your own. But thank you for sharing that. That's a lot more red than I would have thought today. Today was a pretty easy day. Treasury's right back up, so I'm giving some back there. ZB, ZT. We talked earlier about how to not miss anything. You just got to rest an order, right? All right, so it sounds like a lot of red on the screen today for folks. Make sure you journal. Find out more. Tom is saying if it's easier, making it hard. Journal those trades and tell me where you were at in the market that got you in trouble. Imagine that some of it was NASDAQ. If it was S&P today or Dow, I don't know exactly how, but remember the S&P here came up and gave you some profits on these first longs this morning, so you should have had some. Again, this open thing for me is showing down 225, but it made 180 on the first part of it, so it's like down, not down too much. And we got an add there. I'm going to move this to the middle, kind of see about the significance of 4,900 today. Anyway, small R's are fine. absolutely fine. So thank you for everyone sharing that. I promise to get back starting next month to tracking the PA over here. I did it for a whopping 6 or 7 days, and then wasn't able to do it because I didn't want to trade those. So this was the last entry I made here, was a while ago. So on the 16th. So that's what I was. Haven't traded that account since then. Everyone has different ones that they like to use. TraderView just had a sale, I think, on their silver. So it's not only about the quantitative, but the qualitative too, right? To go in there, and by the way, there's a number of members that are now posting their TraderView or other trade journal entries, which is fantastic. Yes, R is for respect. RESPCT. Find out what you mean for me. Oh, goodness. I believe that is a new low for the NASDAQ. New low. How low can you go? How low can you go? All right. 2 more minutes. Get your questions in. We'll see you later this afternoon. I will send out an email reminder. The password is the same. And then you can also use the password for the rest of the week if you want to come in. If you want to really make sure, I've already showed you, you want to really get your stuff, go ahead and get the Futures Fanatic course for free if you're not already signed up. And sign up for the full-on trial if you haven't done one before. Full-on trial for the full-on. Sign up for the full-on trial. All right. I am going to take one right there so that I can now rebuy these lows, keep my same 4 lot on. So that's technically a graceful exit. A lot of the time I reduce size so that I earn the right to continue to campaign at lower prices. I'd be surprised if there's not another scare the children flush to the downside, but the NASDAQ rarely does what I think it's going to do. So. If you are in graceful exit mode on this,
Order filled.
you've got to have reduced some inventory just on that move. You got a 20-point move in 30 seconds. You got to take it. Is everyone, can I get a 1 in the chat if everyone understands that, whether you're in it or not, right? This is the classic example. I doubt that there's many people that are in a profitable long position in the NASDAQ, unless you just entered down there at the 290s, right? So there's a perfect example of a graceful exit. You visually see it on the screen. You have to, let me do it over here too, because I'm long some over here as well. So I have got to hit the sell button here, okay? And now I have the opportunity, by virtue of doing that, to stay in the position if I want for potential higher prices, or now get back in at the lows of the session of 285. The other thing that does, at least for my mental fortitude, and hopefully I think we're all kind of wired the same way for the most part, in terms of our pleasure and pain sensors, is I actually don't care now what happens. I'm fine if it keeps going higher because I already have some on. I'm fine if it comes back and gives me another fill because it improves moves. And I've reduce some of my anxiety by having on a bigger unprofitable position. Now, to another question that someone had on when to get in. Now watch, this slope has still not started to fix itself We're going to need a move probably up to almost here. Little touch here. Little touch here. The S&P also
Order filled.
for 1 here, okay? So I'm going to hit the sell button. Boom, boom, boom. Move this down to VWAP and now be a buyer basically at the lows again. Give me a 1 if you guys are getting healthy. NASDAQ longs. Somebody in the NASDAQ's getting healthy there. So that was a good little pop prior to the. Gotta take some off. You don't look. Your graceful X's do not have to be. I think Rob Chavos was mentioning. Yeah, I heard. Someone was saying that they were a capital R, big R, but working their way to small on some graceful exits and things here. So if it was a NASDAQ related trade, you've got to be taking some graceful exits. The question you have, I've heard from other traders, there's usually an 11 a.m. Eastern, that would be 8 my time, that there's usually an 11 a.m. What's the question? An 11 a.m. what? By the way, it's kind of cool. Your question is in green, not blue. You're gonna have to restate it. An 11 a.m. reversal. No, I don't. That stuff's all nonsense. The London close and the this, that. No, it's all bullshit. All that matters is volatility and volume. That's it. That's it. Literally, that's it. Your risk budget, volatility and volume. I know a lot of people want to make it more complicated. A lot of people want to. They want to like, how can I just make this way harder than it needs to be? I know. I'll add more filters. I'll look at cumulative delta as well. I'll look at this as well. I'll look at that as well. I'll look at this as well. If this was full NASI, this is what I would do. I'd run another sell stop here. We can't quite get up to target on that little swing. I'm going to run a sell stop there and then kind of fiddle in the middle of this stuff here. So you see, I mean, you can clearly see that there was a little battle that at least for now the buyers won. See how ever so slightly that the green line down there is starting to flatten out? All right, I just want to hang out for like a few more minutes here just to see if I get a stop there at that swing and then can add more inventory on another move lower, or if we go up and hit target to the upside. So little advanced technique, I'm sure some of you guys know this. If I right click and hit OCO and cancel this and cancel this, now instead I can put in a sell stop here, a sell stop and a sell limit. And now those are associated orders. So let's see what happens. If we get the 318, it will cancel the 334. trading -2s and it kept going down. I mean, you're not doing anything wrong other than you got to a big R. I mean, that's all. So you have to hit the close button. I mean, I don't know if you're in long here. I mean, obviously after the fact, you can see this slope is not really tradable from a long perspective if you're using this. So the only thing you did wrong is you got yourself into a large R day. That's it. All right, so you see how it canceled canceled that -1 sell there, and now I would be scaling into another position of 5 to 6. But basically having refreshed the whole cycle. Refreshed it all, baby. Also caught a nice, caught this ZT here, so I'm gonna buy that. And then the ZN, I'm still waiting for, I think that's a VPOC shift there with this is a classic double distribution here on the ZN. Prior VPOC used to be right there at 111.295. Then we got a pop up there to 112.115. All right, well, we did end up getting stopped out of that, so that's fine. You can see where my orders are resting down there. I, too, am still in an MES with some orders at 49.03, which is basically lows of the session, 48.99. And that's it. So I didn't see any additional questions. Good session here this morning. Thanks for all the interaction. Welcome to everybody that's checking out the Fed Day Fun Day, and we will see you this afternoon. See you at, let me now put it in Eastern, 1:45 p.m. ET for
Order filled.
If you know any traders that could benefit from what we're doing in here, please invite them.
Order
A
filled.
little bit about what we're doing. Send them to our website. Again, the Futures Fanatic course is not some shitty PDF or something. It's 30 videos, 30 full lessons on all kinds of topics, futures related. So get you some of that, and we'll see you this afternoon. Stay green, trade like community. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
I love
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
the screen porch. So in love, now you're the one I'm losing sleep for. And I hope the wrong ones slip right through your magic fingers. And I hope we find some way to fall in love like we were. Yeah, you're the only reason I was California dreaming in the first place. Seeing you in sundress seasons got me all up in my feelings for the old days, old days. I've got the summertime blues, thinking about you and me, in the way that it used to be. I've got the summertime blues, hoping that you might be still holding on to me. I still do think about you in the morning when I'm waking up. Laying in this bed without you's got me lonely and missing your touch. Yeah, you're the only reason I was California dreaming in the first place. Seeing you in sundress seasons got me all up in my feelings for the all day, all day. I've got the summertime blues, thinking about you and me, and the way that it used to be. I've got the summertime blues, hoping that you might be still holding on to me. I still do think about you late at night when the sun's going down. Laying in this bed without you, it feels so different when you're not around. Yeah, you're the only reason I was California dreaming in the first place. And now sundress seasons got me all up in my feelings about the old days. I've got the summertime blues, thinking of you, thinking of you. Oh, I've got the summertime blues, holding on to you, holding on.
Order filled. Order filled.
Oh, girl, it must be you again. You have gone straight to my head. Take the pills and go to bed, but I'm still hooked on it. Well, you are sacred in a way. I don't know God, but still have faith that He will manifest some way when I am next to you. I asked your father for your hand, but it didn't matter what he said. The thought of you in a white dress, I don't think I can shake it. We'll get a little place upstate, stay till the kids all graduate. Talk of moving every day, but who are we kidding? melt our joys and shed our tears. And when the Holy Ghost appears, hope he sends me back a few more years. I'll be buried next to you, where we'll keep on turning to. But if I am next to you, I do not care. I do not care.
Order filled.
Stanze sono tutti stesi, i loro cuori ti hanno visto e si sono arresi. Ti guardo nello specchio e penso, ma come fai? La mente torna indietro al nostro primo incontro, storia, letto fine come in un racconto. Ti dico che sei bella e tu scherzi, ma quando mai? Dove siamo adesso? Nuoto nei tuoi occhi, la parte migliore di me. In volo sul mondo, amanti nello spazio, un bacio in slow motion sul set. La notte con te si scalda e mi seguo i tuoi passi ma non ti raggiungo, rallento anche se vorrei volare. Sei calda come un tramonto a luglio, sei il primo bacio che non puoi scordare. E quando tra di noi la tensione sale, mi basta un tuo sorriso per dimenticare. Non servono parole quando siamo io e te. E dove siamo adesso? Nuoto nei tuoi occhi, la parte migliore di me. E un volo sul mondo, amanti nello spazio, baci in slow motion sul set. La notte con te si scalda e mi incendi. La tua voce è febbrili movimenti. E non è mai troppo, non è mai a
Motorfield. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
I'm going to pause this for a second. I got to switch hard drives. I'm running out of hard drive space. So give me just a second. I'm going to pause and then we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Let's see what we got going on over here. Let's put on a little Barfly music. Barfly, come on.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. filled. Order 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 filled.
Filling up my cup, coffee talk on the screen porch. So in love, now you're the one I'm losing sleep for. And I hope the wrong one slip right through your magic fingers. And I hope we find some way to fall in love like we were. Yeah, you're the only reason I was California dreaming in the first place.
Seeing you in
Sundress seasons got me all up in my feelings for the old days, old days. I've got the summertime blues, thinking about you and me, in the way that it used to be. I've got the summertime blues, hoping that you might be still holding on to me. I still do think about you in the morning when I'm waking up, laying without you's got me lonely and missing your touch. Yeah, you're the only reason I was California dreaming in the first place.
Seeing you in sundress season got me all up in my feelings for the all day, all day.
I've got the summertime blues, thinking about you and me, and the way that it used to be. Hey, I've got the summertime blues, hoping that you might be still holding on to me.
I still do think about you late at night when the sun's going down. Laying in this bed without you feels so different when you're not around. Yeah, you're the only reason I was California dreaming in the first place. And now sundress season's got me all up in my feelings about the all day.
I've got the summertime blues, thinking of you, thinking of you. Oh, I've got the summertime blues, holding on to you, holding on to you.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Oh, girl, it must be you again. You have gone straight to my head. Take the pills and go to bed, but I'm still hooked on it. Well, you are sacred in a way. I don't know God, but still have faith that He will manifest some way when I am next to you. I asked your father for your hand, but it didn't matter what he said. The thought of you in a white dress, I don't think I can shake it. We'll get a little place upstate, stay till the kids all graduate. Talk of moving every day, but who are we kidding? We made all our memories here, felt our joys and shed our tears. And when the Holy Ghost appears, hope He sends me back a few more years. I'll be buried next to you. The world will keep on turning to, but if I am next to you.
Okay, so we've clawed our way back. We're about break even right now. The Fed minutes, the big announcement that makes everything go crazy like most of the time, is in about 45 minutes. So I'm going to change my target to get out of this trade. We should try to see if I can get like $100 out of it. So let's see, what do I need to do? I need to buy this back at 65. Okay, so if we buy back at 65, we get 105. So I'm going to change my order to 65. So just make a little bit of money here. So I'm going to change that. I'll keep my eye on it. I may just get out of break even. I want to be out of it before the Fed announcement, like in 45 minutes or so. So let's see. You know, I may be able to get a little more. Let's see. Boy, I feel like an idiot if I like change it to, let's say, 55. And watch me end up losing on it because I got greedy. Let's see if this will go. So, okay, so it's at 55. It's at 77 right now. I'm just going to kind of watch it over the next few minutes. I know that to get like $105 out of this, I need to get 65. So 65 or better is my goal. Right now it's at 80, so it's break even. We have 45 minutes here. Honesty is kind of popping up now. All right, so we're just on hold here, waiting to see if I can get a little bit of. Oh, it's at 50 now. I don't really want to push it. So what am I trying to do now? I'm 55. You know, I should probably just go back to 65. I don't want to. I just want to get out of it. So 65 will give us $105. Let's see if we can get lucky here. Get lucky. Okay, so there we go. So I'm trying to get out at 65. It's at 85 right now. So I'll just keep watching this for a few minutes here. I'd rather get out with a little bit of profit than like break even.
I do not care. I do not care.
Order filled. Order filled.
Sono tutti stesi, i loro cuori ti hanno visto e si sono arresi. Mi guardo nello specchio e penso, ma come fai? La mente torna indietro al nostro primo incontro, storia, letto fine come in un racconto. Ti dico che sei bella e tu scherzi, ma quando mai? Dove siamo adesso? Nuoto nei tuoi occhi, la parte migliore di me. In volo sul mondo, amanti nello spazio, un bacio in slow motion sul set. La notte con te si scalda. Seguo i tuoi passi ma non ti raggiungo, rallento anche se vorrei volare. Sei calda come un tramonto a luglio, sei il primo bacio che non puoi scoprire.
Order filled.
E quando tra di noi la tensione sale, mi basta un tuo sorriso per dimenticare. Non servono parole quando siamo io e te. E dove siamo adesso? Nuoto nei tuoi occhi, la parte migliore di me. E un volo sul mondo, amanti nello spazio, baci in slow motion sul set. La notte con te si scalda mille incendi. abbastanza, non è mai troppo, non è mai abbastanza. La notte con te si scalda e mi accende. La tua voce è febrile movimenti.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get out here. I don't want to play around anymore. I'm trying to get 90. They'll give us a profit of, they'll give us a loss of like $70, I think. So rather than just take it right up into the meeting, I'm gonna see if I can get 90. See if we can get 90 out of this and get out of it. Take our lumps. Let's see. So I'm trying to get 90. They're at 95. They're at 92 now. They're at 90 now. Let's see if we can get out of 90. This is the second. This is the second Fed day that I've sort of not had fun with. Maybe I should just stay out of Fed days. I think that they like bleed theta really slow. Like there's no theta coming out of them until the meeting. I'm going to go to 95 on this. And they just take forever. So maybe that'll be the new rule. No Fed days. Come on. Come on, give me my 95. Jeez. Come on, you darn market makers. Oh, come on, you market makers. Oh, jeez.
Order filled.
Okay, it should go here. It should go here any minute. Look at, they don't even want to give it up. There you go. Finally. Okay, so 95. So we closed it at 95. So that gives us a loss. Darn it. A loss of what? A loss of 105. Okay, so let's get out our Excel sheet. Let's get this over with. We didn't get a big loss, so that's good. So 131.24. And this one is we lost 105. 105. Okay. 105. Is that right? 105. Our risk on this trade was 29.40. 29.40. Oh man, this was a long one. This was like, holy moly. This was probably like 3 hours or so. Let's see if I can see when we got in. We got in at this 7:38. 7:38. So just under 3 hours. Let's just say 3 hours. 612, 170 minutes. 170 minutes. And we'll call this a time stop. Okay, and let's put over here Fed Day. Fed Day fiasco. Okay, so there we are. Okay, so that's it for this one. All right, well, it wasn't that bad of a loss, I guess. But that's it. That's how the cookie crumbles. All right, so that's it for this one. Make sure you subscribe to below to follow me on these trades, and we'll see you next time.